We ready. We ready. Get Ringo. No. No. We ready. Hi, Callie Cat. How are you? We ready. Hi, Snoopy's girl. How are ya? We ready. I didn't, Callie Cat. I'll have to check it when I get off of here. Listen, y'all, ever since TikTok went down, like literally my DMs have been so jacked up. I'll try to send a DM and it won't go through unless the person messages me first. When you message me, it doesn't show up. Like, you know how typically a new message will show like a black notification, like it has it highlighted in black. They don't do that anymore. It doesn't do that. It'll say like one new message, but it's in a very, very faint, like I can't see it. It's so weird. I'm doing all right, Snoopy's girl. I'm tired, but I'm doing okay. We ready. I'm gonna share out the live really quick. Get Ringo, bruh. We ready. We ready. We ready. Oh, missing people. Hi, Mama Melinda. Hi, Muffin Man. Hi, Laura. What, son?
How did Daddy put a beer can in the sink?
I don't know. Did you eat all that salad?
Yeah.
It was big. Did I make it good?
Yeah.
Alright, I love you. Hey, Green Eyes. Thank you guys for the heart me's.
You know what I want, man?
You're not getting anything else right now.
Okay.
You just told me.
But when you do fix me something, I just want like one scoop.
Alright, well, I'm doing my live right now. I'm going to give it a little bit to get some people in here. Good evening, Muffy. If you guys will tap the screen for me. That way it'll push and show people that I'm live. I shared it out to some people, so I know it's late. But y'all, it's really hard for me to do early evening lives. But I'm going to work on that because I feel bad that it's so late. What'd everybody do today? While I'm waiting on people to come in, I'm going to try out these press-on nails. I bought these Kiss press-on, peel and press nails, no glue needed. And they are, I got to show them to y'all. Hold on. Let me... Can y'all see these? They're like cow print. They're so cute. So cute. I just don't know how well they're going to last. And to be honest, typically when I do my nails at home, I take them off the next day that I go to work. Because I type 130 words per minute. And it's very hard to type 130 words per minute with long nails. Now, I will say this. I've been seeing these things that you stick onto your keyboard. That's supposed to be good for people with long nails on the TikTok shop. Has anybody tried those? They look like little diamonds, kind of, but they're for your keyboard. You peel them and stick them on your keyboard. Ringo, Jay, stop getting him riled up. Your daddy is asleep. These kids, do they not realize it's 10 p.m.? Bruh. It's gonna be time to get another perm soon. I don't know, I might not. I know, girl. I'm gonna have to put my moon back on in a minute so I can smoke. We ready? No, Ringo. We ready? We ready? Why, Cali Cat? What happened? For y'all. Has anybody ever tried these types of nails, the press-on, where you don't use glue? And if so, any tips or tricks on how to make them last is greatly appreciated. Oh, I gotta prep my nails first. Ah, here's more nails in this little doohickey mabob. They're all sticking together. Oh. You mean to request a box, Cali Cat?
Yeah, I wanted to show you something.
Show me.
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta figure this out.
Okay. Hi, guys. I see you. Look
Okay.
at them.
Um, how do I flip it? Oh,
Piggies. They're so
yes, piggies.
cute. Aww.
I thought you'd enjoy this.
How old are they?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We're raising them for 4-H. My grandson does 4-H. He has a goat, and so they're raising them for the underprivileged people. So
Hmm.
we're just raising them for them to slaughter them to eat them. Sorry.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that, Cali
I
Cat.
know. Here, look. They're fine.
So are they going to be really big or are they smaller
Yeah.
size?
What? Are little
This is
oikers?
their food.
They're pigs, Stewie.
That's what I said.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
piggies. They're little.
She's raising them so that they can be unalived and eaten.
Oh, never mind.
I know.
Oh, those poor piggies.
I love that, Cali Cat. I appreciate you so much sharing that with me.
Hey, Snoopy's
Wait,
girl.
I got more.
Oh, she's got more.
Oh,
This is Tick.
What kind of
Hold on.
horse? Is it a Tennessee walking horse?
You're funny because she's half Tennessee Walker.
Listen, I know a little bit about horses. She got any quarter horse in her?
She's half quarter horse, half Tennessee Walker.
Listen, and
With a nice,
I told y'all.
with a
I
nice
know.
big abscess on her leg, on her
Oh,
coronary
bless
band.
her.
Hi.
Does she have to
aw.
be tied up because of that?
She's on stall rest for 3 to 5 days.
Yeah. I had a paint that when we got him, he had gotten caught up in a barbed wire fence right before we got him, and his like all of the skin off of his kneecap was ripped off.
Oh,
So we had to actually keep him tied up like a lot while he was healing because if we didn't, I mean, he could have injured it more. He could have got something into it. It was pretty strict on what we had to do.
yeah. She just woke up lame. Here, I gotta flip this again. She woke up, or I came out to feed her day before yesterday, and she wouldn't walk. And so I called the vet, like, instantly because she has EMS. She's a diabetic, basically. And I thought maybe she foundered. But she just has an abscess on her coronary band. Come on, Mama.
Got
Oh, wait.
antibiotics.
No, they just put a poultice on it.
Uh-huh.
Come on. This is Hope.
Oh.
Come on, Hopi.
What breed is Hope?
Hope is a quarter pony, halflinger. Hi, baby. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get her fly mask off. Halflinger and Morgan.
Okay. You know, can't nobody ever say, Cali Cat, that I don't know what I'm talking about with
Hey,
horses because I
that was
identify
really
them.
good because most people can't tell. I rescued them both. Good girl. I rescued them both, so I didn't know, so I did DNA on them. I've never ridden a gaited horse. I used to run barrels.
I didn't
So I've
know
always
that.
had quarter horses.
Quarter
And
horses are so much fun.
they are so fun, huh, baby girl? But I wanted you to see the pigs and the horsies, so I figured I'd show you, and then I'm gonna go feed them, and I'll be back.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Hi, Green Eyes. Hi, Stewie. Sorry.
Hi. Hi,
Hi,
Green Eyes.
Cat. Hi, Stewie. Hi, Raggedy.
All right, guys.
Bye, Kelly
Love you.
Cat.
See you in a
Love
minute.
Love you,
you.
Cat.
Okay.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
I love that. Let me tell y'all, I grew up, like, y'all got to understand, not only did I have my own horses for a short period of time, we had a part Appaloosa, part Tennessee walking horse, and then we had the paint, Thunder, the one that I was saying was injured. But there was this old couple that lived down the road from us, and they had a big pasture, and my mom actually knew their daughter. And what they would do is they had horses that they kept that were family horses, but then they would also buy horses, break them, and then put them up for auction. Well, guess who were the people that would actually break them? That was me and my stepdad at the time. I grew up breaking horses. I grew up shoveling stalls. I mean, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. I knew right from the jump what that horse was bred with. That's why I tell OG too that I swear Outlaw is part Tennessee walking horse. And I think he's got some quarter horse in him too, but I don't know. I think he's got some paint in him. That's what I
He's a
think. I think
beautiful horse.
he is, but he looks like a paint and a Tennessee Walker mix, like identical. If you look up a mix of a Tennessee Walker and a paint, you see Outlaw. I kid you not. She knows he's got Tennessee Walker in him. She's pretty sure about that. But I'm telling you, with a Tennessee Walker horse, they have spots on them, but their spots are shaped a little bit differently when it comes to a paint. So a paint has big spots on him. A Tennessee Walker horse typically has the patterns that you'll see a lot of like speckle type thing. That's actually why we named our Tennessee Walker Speckle. That was her name.
Our horse's name was Mr. Skipper.
I miss horses, bro. Like I tell my husband, we have enough land to have a couple of horses. I have a whole acre on the side of my house that is used for absolutely nothing. I would give anything, or probably more than an acre, but I would give anything. Just give me two horses because I don't want to get just one and
Yeah.
it be alone. I need at least two, but just give me two horses, build me a barn,
Yep.
you know, just please.
When I was growing up in Jersey, my my dad bought like the first house they had, and it was on 3.5 acres. My
Hmm.
mom always wanted a horse, like her entire life, so she wound up with her horse. We had the barn, we had the whole corral, we had, every day going down there feeding and all that. Then we had my aunt's horse too, so they had a little buddy, and then we had a pony, we had a goat, but that was a long time ago.
Let me tell you. So, whenever we were, my mom, it started out, we just had one horse, and it was my mom's. Now, I rode Speckle more than anybody. When I got out of school, I rode my bike down to the pasture, and I did not leave that pasture until dark, until I had to. I was forced to. Every single day. I was riding Speckle, I was brushing Speckle, I was wiping her down, feeding her, shoveling the shit. I was all the things I was doing. I took care of that horse. But I needed my own because obviously that was my mom's horse. So I'll never forget when I told OG this story, and she really appreciated hearing it. But my mama took me all over the state just about to try and find me a horse. We went anywhere from looking at a Shetland pony that when you would sit on it, it literally would not move. It just sat there. Its name was Rusty. And I'm beginning to wonder if that's not why he got his name. He would not do anything. We looked at quarter horses. We looked at Tennessee walking horses. We looked at Mustangs. I'm telling you, we looked at just about every horse breed that you could imagine. And we went to this man's ranch one day. And he had some really pretty Appaloosas. He had really pretty horses altogether. But I saw Thunder, which was the paint. And Thunder was tied up there too. And he was bucking and raring and nah. He was going crazy. And I said, what's the deal with him? And he was talking about how he had got injured with the barbed wire fence and had to be tied up while it was healing so that he wouldn't injure it. He said, but I actually have somebody coming tomorrow to buy him. And I was like, oh, okay. So I walked over there to him. It turns out we knew who was going to buy him. It was literally my mama's biggest enemy. But I walked over there to him because he was going crazy. And I remember walking up to him and I was like, hey, 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 it's okay. It's okay. Calm down. It's going to be all right. And as soon as he felt that I was getting close to him, he calmed down. I walked up to him and I shit you not, this horse that nobody else could get close to at that point because he would go ballistic, took his face and rested it upon mine.
Oh,
And he was just like, it was like we were meant
yeah.
to be together. So I walked up to my mama and I gave her this look and she said, Jessica Page, he told you he's already sold. I said, Mama, ain't no money exchanged hands yet. I said, I walked up to that horse and he went from losing his shit to calm as could be with our faces rested together. I said, that's who I want. And if I can't have him, then I just don't want one. Like, I'll be all right. And sure enough, we ended up paying a little more money than what he was going to be selling him for the next day. And I got to take him home and I nursed him back to health. I got him to where he would let me ride him, but his issue was you could either only ride him bareback or you could ride him with like a blanket throw over it or, like a saddle blanket.
Yeah.
You could put a saddle blanket on him, but you couldn't put a saddle on him. He did not want a saddle. And the day that my mama had to get rid of them horses, the day that those people we were renting that pasture from were selling their house. That's what happened. They sold their house, and the people buying it didn't want to rent the pasture. We didn't have nowhere else to put our horses.
Yeah.
When we had to get rid of them, my whole life changed. My whole personality changed. And I've never been the same since. Those were my best friends, man.
Yeah. You're afraid of horses, Spring?
Oh, let me tell you, Spring. When I say that horses are more like humans than humans, I kid you not. Don't do if they, some animals like snakes. If they sense you're afraid of them, they go into like attack mode. A horse, if it senses you're afraid of it, it's going to make it want to be even more gentle, as long as it is not a wild horse. You really want to start off with horses that are absolutely 100% broken. Because let me tell you, I have been bucked off. I have been reared off. I have been kicked with the back legs. Listen, I've had broken ribs. It's been a lot. It's not easy. If he would hit the ground, he would fart. Literally every time. His name was Jerry Lee. Those were the days,
Jerry
bro.
Lee Lewis.
Hey, Terry.
I don't even know who they named him after. It was this really old couple. The Carpenters is what their names were. It was literally the best
Jerry
friend
Lee
of my
Lewis,
life. Probably.
the godfather of rock and roll.
They had a Jerry Lee. They had a Nellie. They had this one horse it's actually the horse that I learned to ride on. Just like basic
I'm sorry,
riding.
Penny.
Named Granny. Aw, Penny, I'm so sorry. I mean, yeah, stuff like that. It's not common, but it can happen. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, that's what happened to the Superman actor. Yeah, he was thrown from a horse. Why can't I think of his name?
Christopher Reeves.
There you go, Christopher Reeves. I chemo brain right now. Yeah, he passed several years later, but that's what the ultimate cause was.
Yeah. Well, I've been thrown, bucked off. I mean, pretty much everything you can do, and I got lucky, but I would do it 100 times over. I mean, I used to love, I learned to ride basic things like walking, trotting, sloping, all of those things on the horse Granny, who was an older horse. She was very, very tame. And then there was a quarter horse he stood, I think it was like 25 hands tall, something like that. He was a big boy named Leo. And that's the horse that I really learned to get down on. Like we would do jumps together. We would barrel race together. I can't tell you how many times it was just so much fun. We have a little riding arena in our town. Little small riding arena. It's free to just go up there and watch and ride. You just pay for food, drinks, and if you want to enter into any of the tournaments and stuff. But I would give anything to do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, Jenny Shane, if you have raccoons,
Oh, yeah.
we want to see.
I love Jenny Shane's raccoons. Ricky
Oh.
and friends. Yeah.
Me too.
Wow, give a talk. That's sad.
Yeah, it happens, but I mean, again, it's not like a common thing, but it does happen.
I'm using my.
So what are we up to tonight, Raggedy? Ghost
Um,
hunting?
yeah, we're going to eventually. I'm not going to jump into it right from the jump. I'm going to try to see if these nails can be put on pretty quick, but I want to use necrophonic a little bit, and I mean, I want to look into stuff about like John Benet Ramsey and Lizzie Borden, but I think that with necrophonic tonight, especially because it's so late and some people are in bed, I think that we're just gonna see who comes through. You know what I mean?
You're making a cake for the raccoons. Yes.
Every time I go live, as soon as I'm live, Ringo wants to go out. Come on, let me put him out. If you go after that cat, so help me God. Ringo, quick. Oh my God, you're freaking loud. Stop. Oh, heck no. Come on, let's get the leash. I'm not holding you by your collar all the way down them steps. You got me jacked up, buddy. You are too much. Hang on, let me get your sister to do it. Kylie! She needs to build up some muscle anyway. Kylie! Yeah, you better come here, you punk. Yes, you are. I'm not a dude. I do not care.
I'm just laughing.
I'm live. His leash is right here. His chain is way down there. You better get his leash or you're going to fall trying to go down the steps.
Oh, I'm using my custom blanket made by the one and only Muffin Man.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love this thing.
My blanket that I'm making has gotten so big, and I got on my last skein of yarn because I've done went through. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on my 9th skein of yarn,
Yeah.
and I still have quite a bit to go, even though it's pretty big. But he went and bought me 3 skeins today, so hopefully I might be able to finish it with 3 skeins. I don't know.
Hey, Jenny Shane.
I'm halfway through mine. I need to finish it. Hi, Jenny Shane.
Yeah, that's what I'm mixing up a carrot cake. It's in the oven, but I'll walk out because
Oh,
they're all
yummy.
waiting.
Oh, they eat
Oh,
better
I'm
than
sure.
me. Yeah, aren't they great, Jennifer? Oh, so comfy. Oh, there's Ricky and family.
Aw, sweet babies.
They're
I swear
waiting.
to
They're
God,
so cute.
I
They
learned
had
so
some.
much about raccoons that I never would have.
What do you want?
Oh my God, look at the face. Look at the face.
Oh, it's like, give me that phone.
Mhm.
Give
They've
it to
already
me.
had their cat food and they've had some Eggos.
Thank you, Spring. Oh, Egos.
Hey, don't be ugly. I know y'all waiting on your cake, but it's gonna be about 30 minutes.
Thank you, Spring.
Oh, how cute.
Thank you, Spring. You don't have to do that.
Oh, not Jenny
Oh,
Shane's give a talk. Hers are so sweet.
Yeah, her babies are so sweet. I'm terrified of raccoons, but I love hers.
Well, I'm not gonna say they're all sweet. I mean, they are wild and they will get. And they're not intentionally trying to hurt you, but because they're wild and that they compete with one another. So when you come out here to put food, they swipe and grab, but there's a few that won't do that.
Well,
It's so cute when they're eating those little crackers with their
yeah.
little tiny hands.
I love that. Yeah.
I love it.
oh, shit fire.
They're like, Jenny Shane, where's my crackers?
Somebody said I heard cake.
Right?
Oh, trust, especially if I also have a rehabilitator license, so we've raised them for babies. Give a talk, so there's nothing sweeter than a baby raccoon. I'm just telling you, they are the sweetest things, and they're just hungry.
Yeah.
These wild ones, they're not mean. They're more scared of you than you are them.
Not possums.
No.
I love
Okay, I'll go get. Like I said, they've had some cat food and some Eggos, and I'm baking them a cake right now. But I'll go get a couple of crackers. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
spoiled
I'm gonna
raccoon.
leave the phone here, so If they try to take it,
If we wind up in the woods, we'll know.
yeah.
One of them ran off with her phone once before.
Oh,
Really, Jess? How are
That's
you from the
funny.
storm, Jess? How is everything? You didn't get any bad damage, did you? I heard it got pretty bad.
Oh, hey, Jess. Oh, you
It's
got
been
raccoons in the
raining here at my
chimney.
house all day. It's been awful.
Okay, come on.
We only had a little bit, but
Come on.
We had some pretty rough storms yesterday.
Hey, don't be ugly. Here.
damn. It's like hungry, hungry hippos.
Hi, Luann.
Yeah, I saw your message, Give a Talk. When are they going to have the results? I messaged you back.
Come on, I'll move so you can come get it. Come on. Come get it.
Raggedy. I text you and you didn't call me.
I never got
This is
from
the
you,
opposite of
man.
the other
I
day.
was actually going to say something because I haven't gotten a single text from you today. But
Are
let
you
me say,
serious?
yeah, so
I
earlier,
did text you.
I didn't get it, but I was going to say earlier, I had a missed call from Shelly, and when I was trying to call her back, it let me, it rang a couple of times and then it hung up, and then every time I would try to call her back after that for like 5 minutes, it kept saying, your service is not connected to a SIM network or something like that. I don't know. I've been having so many issues. This phone's been overheating. My TikTok is jacked up. Technology is just working against me.
Right?
Well, you know something's wrong if you haven't heard from me by
Oh, that's why
the
I said I was
evening
going to
time.
say something. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
no,
Yeah.
I
pretty
texted
cool.
you this morning.
I try to do a daily check-in too.
Yeah, she does. Every day. And I sure appreciate you guys texting.
I love you, Bestie.
I love you too. I'll be praying for everyone that way, Jess.
Yeah, they got
Face.
pretty bad.
Oh, it's
Here,
Lori.
Ricky.
Come on.
Yeah, Jess's area got hit hard the other day.
Jess,
That
you
must
want
have been scary.
Yeah, we're
I will
not
tell
used to
you.
that shit. Yeah.
I will tell you, Jess, and I've told other people this. You are not a bad friend, but you are one of the most selfless people that I have ever met. And I mean that. Oh no, not driving in it.
What is going on this year with all the weather that's like places are getting like snowstorms that never got it?
Yep.
I mean, it's
Tornadoes
crazy.
every day for a week.
And here we are in Florida with nothing this year.
Right?
And look at what Shelly's going through
Yeah.
right now at her lake.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Tori.
Yeah.
And she told me it's still gonna rise over the next 7 or 8 days.
Wow.
It's not done yet. She said it's a like a main lake where all the rivers overflow into it.
Mhm.
So it's still gonna continue to rise.
Yeah. Stewie,
But
when's
she
the
got
last
her stuff out of there. All her her motorhome
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
everything, the furniture, she said they got everything out, so that's good.
Yeah.
30 degrees, give a talk. That's wild. Stewie, when's the last time you talked to Shelly?
A couple hours ago.
Do you know if that person took that video down yet?
From it was asked, and then there was no response.
Yeah, I didn't think that. I knew that Shelly had said if a response happened, she was going to let me know, but
Yeah.
I figured maybe she got busy. Of
That's
course
as
not. Of course not.
far as I got with that. Yeah.
Hey, no.
Whoa.
No, I feel pretty confident that if it's not down by tomorrow,
Yeah.
well, it's not going to go good. Is all I'm going to say.
I got you. I got you.
You already know. Like it.
I got you.
I'm protective.
Hey, Ricky.
I'm
I gotta
protective.
start. I gotta name them all now. Okay, you're
I don't know.
Roy.
I think Jenny Shane has names for
I'm
them.
sure she does.
Well, one of them. Well, actually, there's these three. They're triplets actually, because the mom started bringing them up here, and not the one's daughter named them, but we can never remember the dang names. It's like Sparkles, but there is one that I named Rosie. She's been coming for a couple of years, but I can tell them apart because I don't know if y'all can tell. Like this one has got lighter color, and
It's
then
not
there's
good.
we call Swiper because he's a little bit more aggressive than the rest, and he tries to swipe the food. So we call him like, and he'll try to swipe it out of your hands or at your feet. So we call him Swiper.
Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. I used to watch Dora the Explorer. Yes, I did. And if you judge me,
Look, it was obviously I was an adult when that come out, but I have a brother that's 10 years younger than me, so he watched that along with Diego. So
I didn't watch Diego. Spring, did you mean to request a box? I don't mind you coming up, but I know people accidentally hit it all the time. I'm trying to get through these nails pretty quick. I'm also charging my iPad, but it's charged enough to turn on. If I'm not done with them in 10 minutes, then we'll get started.
I suppose I was about to ask you, who are you going to try to talk to tonight?
Well, I was going to initially try and talk to John Benet Ramsey again, or one of the Bordens, Lizzie Borden, Abby Borden, Andrew Borden, but because I didn't get to start when I wanted to, I feel really bad. A lot of people are in bed right now, so I think I'm going to just pull out my nechrophonic app, see who comes through for us, and then one night this week I will do an earlier evening live that more people can participate in and not be in bed. Because some people, they know they can watch the replay on my YouTube, but it's not the same.
No.
It is being in the live stream, and I really do feel really bad about it.
Well, it is a Saturday, so I mean,
Yeah,
typically people.
some people work weekends.
Yeah, that is true.
And people have church tomorrow, so.
No, Jess, real ghosts.
What'd she say? No.
No, Jess, real ghost.
Deal.
We talk to ghosts over here all the time.
Hi, Coez.
Yeah, that's one of those cases. You see things happen, and you watch it during the time, and obviously you feel bad. But there's some that just stick with you, and John Benet Ramsey is one of those that just has always stuck with me. Like and I document like, and I go back and forth with who I think.
I know who did it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, obviously I can't prove it, but many moons ago, well, I think I told you not the one last night. Many moons ago, I had a Facebook group, and it had like 30,000 people in it. And I ran the group, and it was specifically about John Benet. And when I tell you, we reached out to, it was at one point, whenever they had reopened the case, because they had new technology to use to run DNA. No, give a talk, not the uncle. But we reached out to the Boulder Police Department. Anything that they could share with us that legally could be provided, they shared with us, and not everything was available on the internet. Trust me, I looked. We talked to people that lived nearby. We talked to people that used to be friends with the Ramseys. When I tell you we deep dove, one of my moderators from that group actually found me on TikTok, and I don't know, even remember what her name was, but she found me on TikTok, and that was pretty cool. But I'm telling you guys, what happened was she was sitting at the kitchen table with her brother. They had an altercation, and it was not the first time they had one like this. And he hit her over the head with that flashlight. But I don't think that it was just one pop. I think that she became unconscious, and her parents, this is the type of mindset that they had, they thought she was already unalived at that point. And trying to save their other child, since they thought John Benet was already gone, they tried to stage it to make it look like a attempted kidnapping and grave. However, I think that John Benet started to wake up. I think they did some really bad things to her, but I also think that to try and save themselves, they hired someone to come out and do whatever he had to do so that random DNA would be in her underwear. I think this is how their mindsets work. If people would actually, and some have, do a deep dive research into Patsy and John, all of their history, like even before they had kids, this is how their minds worked, especially Patsy's. John was a little bit more sane than Patsy. And Patsy already had it out for John Bonet. But I'm telling you, the brother knocked her unconscious. The parents tried to stage a pretend kidnapping attempt and rape. And once she started to wake up and they realized that she actually was alive, they unalived her and then did what they had to do to try to cover their tracks and their son's tracks.
See, I've
I
always
always
thought the brother did
I
it.
always thought it was the brother. And the other
Yeah.
part that was always shocking to me was that they didn't find her for 7 hours. That
And
is
then the person that
wild.
killed her was her dad. That's crazy. So you just randomly
Right. The dad found her. You're right.
yeah, and he had walked by there multiple times and then just randomly out of the blue and very calmly he finds her.
Yeah, she
Right.
passed Southern Rose.
But people have to think about it like this. So there was snow on the ground, right? But there were no footprints in the snow prior to the police and investigators' footprints. No footprints in the snow. You can hear Patsy whispering some really shisty shit on that 911 call, but also the ransom letter that was
I was about
written.
to say, the ransom letter always was so, like, who takes that much time to write that? Just crazy. And then they also, not only how long that was, but to also have like where you could see where they were writing a draft. Like, somebody broke
Right.
in. Who stays that long and does that?
Somebody literally took at minimum 10 minutes, if not more, to write that. If you are trying to kidnap someone and you know that if you get caught, your ass is gone, you're not going to do that. But it was also Patsy's handwriting.
That's what I was going to say. Wasn't it comparable to her
It
handwriting?
was identical to her handwriting, like literally identical. There was also no signs from the window. So they would have had to have crawled into this specific window to get in.
No,
the window
JC, he hasn't.
They did it. And they would have had to have stepped up on something to get in there that window. The way that window was, it appeared like nobody had gone through that window in years. There was no sign that anybody had made it through that window. I'm telling y'all, it was an inside job. Do I think it was technically her brother? I think knocked her unconscious. Did her brother technically unalive her? No, her parents did. But he started the whole thing by getting, and see, her brother has a history of violence. That's another thing. Even as an adult, if people would do current research, her brother has a history of violence. He is not mentally well. He is very unstable.
And I think the reason that the parents were able to, like, obviously the people had suspicions at the time, but it was back then, like, it was just very much people had a hard time believing that a parent would hurt their child. Nowadays, you see how horrible parents, like mothers, to do their, so it's a little more believable. And I think that's what covered them back then. It's because people just could not accept the fact that a parent would hurt their child.
I will tell you, there was more than enough evidence to point the finger at the parents. The original investigator had way more than enough evidence, but he ended up having to step away because of a lot of the backlash that he was getting, and then he ended up sick, and I think he passed away. But money talks.
Yep.
Bullshit,
Oh, for sure.
and they had money.
I agree with you. Pineapples, they're a different breed for sure.
Where is who now? Give a talk.
The dad.
I forget what state that he's in.
Yeah.
Him and the
He's
son
remarried.
lived in the same state, and they were doing some type of business together. But I haven't. It's been a few years since I've looked into it.
Yeah. He's remarried. I do know that. The Patsy's passed, but
Yeah, she died of, I think, ovarian cancer.
he's remarried, and I don't think he and the current wife have any children together, but she had children prior.
Yeah. I will say that at one point, me and some friends tried to do after Patsy passed, a spirit box session specifically with Patsy, and someone came through and claimed that they were Patsy and answered some pretty spot on questions. And in the spirit box session, Patsy admitted to participating in the unalive of John Bonet.
Wow.
I don't know. I stand on it. Was the parents. I stand on my story. I feel like I probably have more information that I have seen, more crime scene photos that I have seen.
Whoa,
than
what?
people out there.
John is alive.
Did
John
he?
is alive.
Did he really date Natalie
Yeah.
Holloway's mom?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
But
Holloway's mom?
Yeah.
yes, yes.
But
How did
yes,
I
they
miss
do
that?
fly.
That's another one. Well, we know who done that too, but
They met at some sort of like a speaking engagement, and they
yeah,
started dating.
yeah. Natalie, is from Alabama, where I'm from.
Let me ask you guys this too, because if you think about it, if that was your little girl, and here's the thing. Ever since I first saw the John Bonet, I was 6 years old when John Bonet passed away. Actually, our birthdays were one day apart, literally one day apart. And the reason I bring that up is because I saw it on one of these unsolved mystery TV shows, and I got hyper. We were literally one day apart. And back then, as a really little girl, that intrigued me. I thought that was a big deal. Obviously, now if I'm one day apart from somebody, I mean, it's cool, but ever since I was a little girl, because of that, I have been intrigued in this case. I would go into grocery stores with my mom, and they would have those tabloid magazines and things like that. And if John Bonet's face was on it, I would always get it. I wanted to know everything there was to know about that case. Yeah,
That lady's making me feel old. She was 6 and I was a whole ass adult.
yeah. We will definitely be trying again, Cali Cat. It'll be this week. I was going to do it tonight, but I really want to make sure people that I know badly want to be here can be here. And that's just me being a good friend.
Hi, Christina.
But I need to get into my old email. Dang. And I need to find, matter of fact, where's my iPad? Let me see if I can. I think it was this one email, my Dixie email that I used to talk to that detective. But let me check. If not, I'm going to have to do some digging because I would love to be able to find all the stuff that I used to have for that case and share it with you guys. It's been years, so obviously I don't still have the same device, but it would be
Yeah,
cool if I could find
I
it all.
think
that would
it's
be super interesting.
well. I think it's to me, I'm still hung up on. I think it's strange that Natalie Holloway's mom would even entertain John Bonet's dad because the difference between those two parents is Natalie Holloway's mom. She did everything in her power to find out what happened to her daughter, and
Right.
went up like has fought tooth claw and nail all these years. So it's strange to me that because to me they look like they're like two different set of parents. So
Thank you,
Right.
Christina.
But
You're
people
right.
trauma bond, Jenny Shane,
that's
and
true.
that's probably exactly what happened. The relationship didn't last longer than 2 years.
I
It
will tell
was a
you,
was a short lived.
I don't think it was trauma bond just based off of what I know about John Ramsey. If Natalie Holloway's mother was in the spotlight in any way, shape, or form, John is attracted to people that are in the spotlight. Why do you think that he was attracted to Patsy? Just being
Mm.
honest.
Right. She was a pageant queen herself, right?
Patsy,
She
yes.
was like
She
she
was
was like Miss
Oh,
something or other.
Yeah, I forget what it was, but she was very big into pageants, and that's actually why she had so much resentment for John Bonet. There are clips around somewhere where she says some not so nice things about her daughter. Like she had literal resentment and
Thank
jealousy
you,
of John
Christina.
Bonet.
and we see that. I mean, just like what we were talking about last night, that Megan Gower, we see how she talks to her daughter and how much you can tell that she just does not like her daughter, and that happens a lot. That when are jealous of their daughters and they try to, it's just it's sad.
Yeah, it is really sad. And it's sad to hear that because I mean, she was a child,
I know.
5, 6 years old, and to have that kind of resentment towards your own child is wild, wild behavior.
I guess I
I,
didn't. I know this has to be the email. I've got to go back and figure out what his name was. Because
right, Golden Smiles.
huh?
I'll
No,
send
it's,
it.
we're agreeing with
I'll
no,
send
it's,
it.
we're agreeing with Golden Smiles.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen the comment yet. I can't remember what his name was because he wasn't the original He was the investigator that was dealing with the case when it was reopened. So there were multiple investigators throughout the time frame of this case, multiple, and he was the most recent one as of the last time I investigated it. And I can't remember his name, but I'll spend some time finding that information and maybe I can find some of that stuff. But I will tell you, there are some things I would not be able to share on this app There are some things that if people wanted to see it, I would have to find a way to create some type of group thread on some app and give a big fat trigger warning. There are crime scene photos that you can find publicly that are gruesome, but some of the ones that I managed to get my hands on were way worse than what you could see on the internet. Like I'm telling y'all, I had nightmares. That's why I pulled away. I had a whole Facebook group with 30 something thousand people in it that I owned. And my nightmares got so bad from the things that I had saw and read and heard in that case that I had to back away. I'm not done with it. My iPad is only charged 32%. Let me use it a little bit longer and then I'll holler for you. But go on.
Certain ones do get you like that, even if they're not. I'm gonna be honest. It was very hard for me to watch. In fact, I don't think I finished it on Netflix. But now, of course, I'm gonna blank on the name. But it was the case where the mom was trying, like they took the daughter from her because they were trying to say she was being abusive, but like she was just trying to get her medical help.
That happened
Oh
here.
yes,
That one,
something's wrong with Maya.
Yeah.
yes, that
Yeah.
one really, like I can't even finish
Yeah.
it. It tore my, because I couldn't imagine
Yep.
having my child taken from me, knowing all I was trying to do is help them. It just
That
And
was
she
awful.
passed. She
Yep.
passed Jenny
did.
Shane before she can get her daughter back.
Yep.
I know. Well,
That's sad.
she committed,
Have
Yeah.
y'all heard of that
The
case? I can't remember what it's called, but it was a woman that she had several kids, and I don't know if she had kids, and I don't know if she was mentally unstable or what it was, but she would literally like make up these things and be so angry at her kids one at a time. She would beat them, she would starve them to the point that they would eventually pass away. Like she literally starved her
wow.
kids. I got to figure out what that
The
was
one
called.
that's really a struggle for me, and I had a very hard time watching the documentary, was the Gabriel Fernandez
Oh
case.
yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Just even trying to get through the first 5 minutes. That happened here, Jenny Shane, in Los Angeles.
Oh,
But
her too.
there's a
Southern
Netflix
Rose.
documentary on it.
But
I'm
I'm just, I could watch that, but I'm just angry. I would like to just be in a room. Just they would give me 5 minutes with Ruby Frankie, just 5 minutes.
I think we all feel that way.
I'm putting her name in
Even
the chat.
the sad part about the Gabriel Fernandez case is he was failed by so many people. CPS had been involved. The school had noticed things. The teacher that had been reported to the principal. He was just failed everywhere. It was just sad. And the final trial on it was not too long ago. It was a few months back, maybe the end of last year, for the social workers that failed him. And every person involved in that case was found not guilty.
This watch case is hard for me. Well,
Yeah, it really was, Amber.
I'm putting
Really
one in
sad.
the chat. So if you guys want to do a dive on this one, this is a good one.
I think what bothered me with Ruby Frankie too is the fact that not saying that this is that it's not awful, but when you're a child and your parents always ever been just abusive, right? That's one thing, and it's awful. But I think sometimes I think it bothers me even more when originally they had a good childhood, and then all of a sudden their mom just changed to a different person and did that to them. I couldn't imagine what's going through those poor kids' minds. Like, why is mommy doing this to me? Like,
me too. That's another.
Well, and we had another big case here. None of the children passed, but there was a family in the next county over from me that had 6 or 7 children and kept them all chained up to their beds. And one of them was able to escape finally with a cell phone and called 911.
Is that the one who had like 19 siblings, or like there was like
yeah.
Jordan?
They had a ridiculous amount of kids.
Yeah. It was her name was Jordan.
They were homeschooling them. I can't think of their names right now.
Name, but they're on TikTok. She's on TikTok.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was awful.
Yeah.
And of course it was a big story here, but it did go national.
Yeah.
But yeah, those parents each got life sentences for what they did to those children. And thank God every one of them got out. But they did a special with Diane Sawyer and they had aged out of CPS, and CPS or de-traumatized.
Right.
So yeah, it's just such a sad case.
When did that happen? Sorry, Southern Rose. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. I just don't want to interrupt anyone. When did that happen? When did they find a house in Hawkins possibly tied to Summer? I was trying to say a while ago for the Chris Watts case. Um, Anybody that was on YouTube at the time that the Chris Watts case was being talked about, yeah, I remember the Molly Bish case. I think. I think. Anyway, there was Watts Island, and when I tell y'all, like that's what they called it, Watts Island, and everybody went crazy over the Chris Watts case. Everybody wanted to be the person that put it all out there. Like they wanted the attention from the Chris Watts case, and they would go at each other's throats. But also, like his people that love him, like he has women that are obsessed with him. They would go real life on you in ways that y'all ain't never seen on TikTok. I'm just telling you, it was bad.
Turpin. That was the name of the kids, the girl that got loose. Jordan Turpin. It was a Turpin.
Turpin, yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys remember the Polly Class case, which also happened here in California, but Northern California. Have you guys seen those age progression videos on TikTok?
Yeah.
And she popped up on one of them. She would be 44 years old now. And
Wow.
I was completely blown away. I was like, oh my goodness. But that was a horrifically sad case
Oh,
too.
don't get me started on the
Well,
Murdochs. I could go for fucking days
what
on
about the
that.
women that are reaching out and still sending money to what's his name? What was the guy from Florida?
Wade Wilson.
Wade Wilson. Yeah, like it's like blows my mind.
And of course, that happened here too.
Well, Amber says she's related to Lizzie Borden, so I guess we're doing the Bordens.
Well, maybe she can, since she's got some sort of connection there that could tap into that. Maybe I don't know.
Could be. Take a box, Amber. Take a box.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Krista.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hi, Krista.
Can we do the Murdoch son
Ooh,
and
don't
see if
get
he'll
me
come
started.
through?
I could go that one for days. Yeah,
I know, me too. I
Krista.
loved it.
Krista.
Read Krista's comment.
Hey, I think
Yeah, so did I.
I think all parents think that at one point.
Hi, my twin.
Yeah, she's 31 now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that
I
was
remember.
picks me
I
off too,
remember
Snoopy
Polly
girl.
Class. Sorry, Jenny.
Oh no, you're good. I was just saying they were. She was talking about the Gabby Petito. That just ticks me off because
Oh,
those I feel like those police failed her.
They could have saved your life.
his parents.
And his parents too.
Oh.
But it ticked me off.
Yeah.
I just feel if the police would have done their job, she would have never
Same,
had it.
same, Amber.
Exactly.
That's why
Green Knight.
watching that footage makes me mad because they were talking to him like he was the victim, like put him up in a hotel. Oh, it pissed me off.
Oh, yeah, that was hard to watch.
Green Knight. Polly Class would have been 44.
Yes. 44.
Gosh, I was like 13 when that happened.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, I was in my 20s.
Well, you said, no, I'm 57, so.
Yeah, no, I was in my 20s when that happened. So,
God,
and I'm 53.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could do the Murdoch son, that would be great. I would really appreciate that. I'm going back down now. Bye, guys.
Bye, Kelly.
Bye, Kat.
So we're doing that creepy voice one.
Yeah, I've just kind of been sitting here listening.
I'll make sure I don't have my
Oh,
earbuds in.
yeah. Stewie doesn't like that one. I like that app.
I was
The
just
app
trying
is
to
cool.
say-
It just gives me the creeps.
I was trying to say to answer you, Stewie. I've been sitting here listening, doing my nails. I didn't want to interrupt anyone, but about to put my thumbnail on, and then I'll be done, and then we can get started.
Okay.
Polly Class was here in California, my twin.
And then I put a name in the chat. There's a really this is an interesting case. It's sad.
Oh wait, I missed it. I gotta screenshot it. Oh, I
I'll put
see
it
it.
back
I
in.
see it.
Yeah. So
Oh wait.
this happened between this boy and this girl were both 13 years old, 14 years old. It's pretty intense.
Can you
So if you want
text
to
it
look
to
at
me, Stewie? Because I can't screenshot right now.
yeah, hold on.
Thank
Yeah,
you. I mean, you don't have to right now, just sometime.
yeah. I think I had sent you the link, but
He can send you the link.
You already sent me the link in the past, Stewie?
yeah, but I can send it again.
Well, you don't have to. I can find it.
I don't think anybody in here is from South Carolina, but I'm not sure.
I'm
No,
not.
not me.
Oh yeah. Good. Thank you.
It tends to lag when you're in the comments. It doesn't lag for us in the boxes.
All right, here you go, pretty nice. Here you go.
That's TikTok, y'all.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
Nobody ate.
Am I gonna ever get this damn?
Got
This
it.
is why I don't
Okay,
put on.
and that happened like 10 minutes from our house. And my
My-
daughter was friends with the girl.
This is why I don't put on.
Yeah, I said in the last live, the Richard Ramirez case, he unalived somebody in our town,
Oh, really?
very close to us, and it was in the summertime, and we lived in a house with no central AC, but of course my parents had to keep everything locked up, and oh, I'll never forget it. It was just like a sweat lodge in that house.
I was about to say something, and then now I done lost my train of thought. I was about to.
Much to look at with that case, Golden Smiles. And still to this day, it doesn't.
Oh, is she talking about the two young girls that captured the on the railroad tracks?
No, this was a 13-year-old girl that was stabbed. I'm sorry, poked 113 times
Oh,
Mm,
by
was
a
gonna
boy
say.
that was supposed to be her friend.
mm.
oh, I think I did see that one.
It's
Yeah,
infuriating.
I think didn't it where they caught him with somebody's camera on their house, caught him walking back.
Then the mom got caught washing the blood out of his jeans. I mean, it was bad, and it was on Mother's Day. But my daughter knew the girl, and then like not not that they were friends, but it really like our part of town like was just like what happened here.
When something happens that close to home, regardless of whether you knew them personally or not, it always hits you a little harder because
It did.
Sure,
It
sure.
did. This girl was a beautiful girl.
Can you guys hear me?
yeah,
Yes.
I keep trying to say something, but everybody, I didn't know if y'all could hear me because it was like nobody could hear me, and everybody just kept
Well, I didn't hear you till now.
yeah.
Well, I said
now.
something like 50 times the last 3 minutes. I kept saying, I remember what I was trying to say. I remember.
No, didn't hear you.
I have
Not
a
all the
friend-
time, pineapples and
Not that.
Do it.
Oh,
Quit
it-
interrupting me. Dang. Keep interrupting the
yeah,
shit out
Golden
of me.
Smiles. I watched it down to
be
the
nice.
entire trial.
Okay, I want to say this or I'm going to forget. I legit have short-term memory loss. I have a friend. Her name is Brandy. And, we used to live together. Like, I was living in these apartments at one point. Me and my husband were separated. And she moved into the apartments with me. I actually met her there. And then we ended up moving out of those and renting a house together. She was pregnant. I was with her when she had her baby, all these things. Brandy started going down a really bad path, like a really bad path. So we stopped associating. The last time I saw her, I had gotten back with my husband and we had gotten our own home, the last house we lived in before here. And she randomly showed up. I don't even know how she knew where I lived, but she came to my house and asked my husband to give her a ride to the store. And in that car, she told him, I will SUCK or you know what if you will buy me some METH. And
Wow.
after that, I quit talking to her. Well, she went missing. It's been about 2 years now. She just vanished off the face of the earth, like completely vanished. Nobody has heard from her. Nobody has seen her. Nobody has any information. like that, nothing. It's like she didn't even exist. Well, of
Right.
course, because she was an addict, and a thief, and a thief. She was a big thief. They didn't really try to find her. They just, the other day, they found some bodies. And they were supposed to be trying to identify and determine if it was her. So, look, I was saying, she's got a lot of kids. She doesn't have custody of her kids, but I would love to see her be back and see her do good, and get her kids
Of
back.
course.
But if y'all, man,
Hey,
listen,
Taylor.
at this point, that family just needs justice. You think about stuff like that, and some towns cops don't even care. They don't care. I
Right.
know a guy
They
that
don't want to put the resources into,
well,
Well,
I
it
know.
is
people
sad.
that have a past. Southern Rose Raggedy and I have been looking into that one. We both been following it for a while now,
I was saying
but I need to catch up.
I know a guy that had met up with some people out in some woods, and all of a sudden he called his grandma, and all she could hear was him saying, they're after me. And then you could hear people in the background, and then he hung up, and he was missing for over a year. And a turkey hunter was hunting and found his body behind our sheriff's department. Tell me how he was behind there for a year and they didn't see him, didn't smell him or anything. Let me tell you, he was not only an addict, he was not a good guy, y'all. He was a user. It was someone my husband grew up with. I actually watched him and had to call the cops on him. He put his hands on me for defending his girlfriend, and I was defending her. So, of course, whatever. I called the cops. But he was a thief. Like, he was always in trouble. And that is why I think that they played a part in it. But I also think that's why they didn't really care. Like, if you're not somebody that is benefiting them in some way, they just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Point
It's
blank period.
sad. It's sad.
Sad.
They do.
It's sad.
It's like that. I'm trying to remember what state it was in. I'm sure y'all seen it. Where like, because it was on TikTok and the news, but people, several people, several of their, I mean, these were adults, but because they were criminals and they couldn't find them, but they were like, apparently they had been arrested, and then they never notified the family that they had passed, and they were like buried. They like this graveyard, but was unmarked. I don't know if y'all saw that. And so it was so sad. Like the families, they this whole time thought they were missing, didn't know, but come to find out, the sheriff's department or police station or whatever, when and again, you don't know if it was of something happening, but they were just burying them in this place with unmarked, and the families were thinking they were missing. It was sad.
Mm,
So fucked up.
it really is.
All right, finally got this off. Let me put this on, and then I'm going to grab my iPad. Dang, this is why I don't do nails. I cannot function.
Just go over there and message Carrie. She'll send you some.
Oh, God. Yeah, for
Hi, Bonnie Boo.
$150. I'm going to show y'all. I showed the nails earlier. Callie Cat, I don't know if you were in here, but I'll show them to you done. They're not, I mean, obviously some of them are probably a little crooked, but you know what? They'll be off tomorrow. How much money you want to bet? If they're not off tonight. All right, let me turn this.
She was on live today, Raggedy, but for some reason she wouldn't even put her whole face in the screen. She was only like showing sideways.
Oh.
Oh,
Those are cute. Very cute.
they are. They're so cute. I love them. That's the only reason I got them is because I am obsessed with cow print. But listen, they're the coffin shape and they're way longer. Like I can't even handle the short ones. This one looks crooked as hell. I
I
can't
was
even
just gonna
handle the
say
short
they're
ones.
not too long. Mine are really long though.
Oh, they're longer than they look. Trust me. These are pretty damn long. The size of them, I think, was medium. They've got the short, yeah, these are the mediums. But again, I type 130 words per minute, and typing that fast with nails like this is impossible. If anybody has tried those things that they sell on the TikTok shop and probably other places, but you stick them on your keys on your computer keyboard, and it's supposed to be for people with long nails. This one girl's look like diamonds, but I'm sure they got different kinds. I just want to know, do they really work? Because I can't just peck at my computer. Like, I have been typing fast for so long. I just can't. Thank you, Callie Cab.
Hi, Maggie May.
All right. Hey, Maggie May. Let me put these up. What, son? Yeah, and then I got to go fix this kid some ice cream because it is 11 o'clock. You sure? Well, if you bring your phone in here, I'll put it on the charger. I'm talking about when I'm done with these. Or if you leave it in your room, I'll come put it on the charger in your room. Okay? I love you. Good night.
I've seen it give a talk, but I've seen a few people complain about it that it doesn't stay stuck to the counter. But I haven't seen anybody I trust talk about it. So maybe ask Raggedy. I know she gets stuff off the TikTok shop.
What? I got to see her comment. I can't function with these things.
The meat shredder.
Oh, I haven't done that. I've gotten a lot of things off the TikTok shop, but not that. All right, where's my iPad? I gotta move y'all over here. Let me turn my damn camera on. I don't want to be the only one with my camera on. Ow, ow, sugar daddy. I made some red. Well, I'm not gonna say it yet. I guess I could go ahead and say it. I've already told my girls in the group chat. I made some red cherry whipped soap today. I've still got to jar it up, but when I tell y'all, it smells heavenly. I just got in a bottle of let me tell y'all, oatmeal milk and honey fragrance is a big deal in the soap making community. And I've never smelt it before, ever, not the fragrance. And I got a bottle of it and it came in today and it's probably my new favorite scent. I'm going to make a sugar scrub with it and it's going to be amazing. Jace, what do you need now? Good night, I love you. That child has been doing this all day. Every 2 to 3 minutes, here he is looking at me like some creeper. I love him though. That's my little best friend.
Boys are the best.
Has he ever done it when they were little and you wake up and like open your eyes and they're just staring at you, standing there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
no, mine would try and pry my eyes open, Jenny Jane. That's what I would wake up to.
All right. Here's necrophonic. Let me grab my incense. Oh,
Cali Cat. That's my ringtone, Stewie, for all three of my boys. Mom, mommy, mama. That's my ringtone.
I don't know.
So yesterday, it was either yesterday, the night that, I guess it was 2 nights ago, Villain's Life. So she looks at my YouTube profile because underneath the Stewie, it says, "Fuck you, Brian." So I guess if you don't know about Family Guy, that kind of looks weird. So she says to me, she says, "Who's Brian and why are you so mad at them?"
All right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna ask you something.
Okay.
I kind of did something similar. Somebody said something kind of like where it was like sexual, and I was like giggity, and they looked at me
Yeah.
like I had 3 heads.
Right.
All right, is everybody
I should
ready?
have known. She's never seen it. I should have known better.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Ready?
Everybody be quiet for a second while I ask it, and then we can talk again while we listen. Hi, is anybody there that would like to communicate with us tonight? Is there anybody there that walks in the light that would like to communicate with us tonight? Okay, we'll see if we hear anything. I know you guys in the chat been waiting. Sorry.
Shelly needs to take a box. I don't know if she's still in here.
I heard breathe. Is somebody there? Let me grab one of my dogs. Let me get Peyton and Carrie, the little ones, my OGs, because I know they'll communicate through it. I wish I could find my mag light. I'm gonna have to get another one, I guess. All right. I'm gonna have to rearrange some stuff. Okay, we got Peyton and Carrie. I'll show you guys which ones these are in just a sec. Their little dresses have gotten dingy. Alright, let me turn this camera back on. I just heard somebody say Peyton. So there's Peyton. And there's Carrie. And for those of you that have, they're minis. For those of you that have never heard me tell their story, I'm not going to say anything about their story. I'm going to ask questions and see what we hear on Necrophonic and see what you guys hear. And maybe you guys will hear some of the stuff about their story that they have told me. Stop, Ringo.
Oh boy, I didn't know we were including the dolls.
We are. These are good dolls. These are white lights.
No, I'm shaking in my shoe.
They're white lights. You'll be okay. All right, let me find somewhere to prop them because I did not intend to use the dolls. Oh gosh, what can I prop them on? I remember I dropped Peyton off of the couch one time accidentally and her leg broke and I didn't think I was ever going to get it fixed and I felt like a really bad person.
Is it fixed?
Yeah, I mean it's as fixed as it's going to get. She's got 2 legs, but it's not right. Okay, here we go. I will put y'all on the end where the speaker is so y'all can hear it good. Peyton and Carrie, would you guys like to communicate with us tonight? If you guys hear stuff in the chat, you can put it in the comments. Peyton and Carrie, are you there? I heard what's up. Can you guys say hi or hello? I heard yep. You guys can unmute.
I'm just listening intently.
If you guys hear stuff, if you hear it say stuff, I want you to tell me. Peyton and Carrie, can you guys say hi? I just heard somebody say little shit.
Say what, Raggedy?
I just heard somebody say little shit. So I am only wanting to communicate with Peyton and Carrie. I only want to communicate with Peyton and Carrie. Peyton and Carrie, are you there? I heard yes, ma'am. Did y'all hear that?
I heard it.
Did.
I heard yes, ma'am. Clear as day.
Yeah.
Hi, Peyton and Carrie.
Okay, be careful. I'm turning my earbuds up so I don't want to get them blown up.
Well, that's why I muted. I didn't want to cause any excess noise.
I just heard somebody say cunt. I'm not lying.
I didn't hear that one.
Wasn't me.
So, I want to start with
Miss
you.
Mama's here.
I want to start with you, Peyton. Peyton, do you mind? I know you've already told me, but do you mind sharing again how old you were when you passed away? You just said it, and I bet none of you caught it.
9?
No.
I didn't hear it.
Let me ask you. Peyton, can you say it again one more time? How old you were when you passed away? You just said it again. 20.
3.
Oh.
20?
Yeah,
I heard 3.
it's 20. Peyton, did you say 20? I heard yes. Correct.
I heard
Did you hear
yes.
that? I heard correct. I know she's 20, but I heard her say yes and correct. Carrie, can you share with everyone how old you were when you passed away?
We are serious about Biggie and Tupac, though.
Carrie, can you share with us how old you were when you passed away?
I'm not the one.
Hey, I just got a box because I can hear like every other word, and that's what's coming in and out.
Yeah,
Resetting the
TikTok's so
station.
awful lately.
Hey,
It's
not the
forcing
one.
people to get boxes. Hey,
Hey.
Are you at work?
yeah, but it's like TikTok is forcing people to be in boxes.
Yeah.
Carrie, can you hear me? Carrie, how old were you when you passed away?
Yeah, but the guy's just running around.
Carrie, do you not want to communicate? Peyton, can you share with us what you were doing the night that you passed away? What were you doing the night that you passed away, Peyton?
Whoa.
Can you tell us, Peyton, what you were doing the night that you passed away? Was it a sport, Peyton? Was it some type of sport? I heard something say there's a difference. There's a difference. I mean, technically there is. What was it? Stop. What was
Stop.
it, Peyton? I heard cartwheel, but I mean, that's not it. That's part of what she was doing. Peyton, do you not want to talk about it?
What?
What? Any luck?
Just say good luck.
Or
Sounds like it's good luck. Peyton, are you upset that I don't communicate with you guys as much anymore? Some. Peyton, can you say your name for us? Can, can you say your name for us? Let's see. What's your favorite color? I heard red.
Red.
heard red.
Yeah, I heard red.
I heard
It
red.
also sounds like they're just upset. Does it sound like that to anybody else?
That's
So,
the
Yeah,
second
Peyton,
time I've
like
heard
a
crying.
Yes.
Yeah.
you guys have to understand with necrophonic, let me pause it for a second. With necrophonic, it is it's a sound bank. So it's a whole bunch of different crazy sounds that will sound really weird. But what the spirits do is they manipulate those sounds to say words. So it does sound a little crazy sometimes, but I do want people to know too, like this is not their actual voices. This is the sounds that they're using to manipulate to put into words. So it'll sound like a howl, it'll sound like crying, but it's literally just a sound.
Running around.
It's a very interesting app, but it's a very popular app with paranormal investigators. And when I tell you, it is. I just heard somebody say Stewie.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear.
I heard it.
You just,
I heard
I
it.
did hear it if that's what it said.
you just say Stewie.
Where's my anxiety meds?
Did you just correct? I said, did you? Somebody just said beware.
Now
Oh,
cut
boy.
that shit out, because
Oh,
Hang on, let me make a statement here. Okay. Again, I am only here to speak to Carrie and Peyton. I do not want to talk to any spirits that do not walk in the light. I will be ignoring anyone else moving forward. Peyton, what was your favorite food?
Beer.
I heard beer. I mean, that's a drink.
Is
What
that a
was your
pork
favorite
chop?
food? What did you like to eat the most? Chips. I heard chips. Necrophonic, Christina.
I
Peyton.
heard dip.
I
Does
heard
that go with
pork
the
chop too,
chips?
Aaron.
Yeah, I had heard pork chop too, but I wasn't sure because nobody else said
Yeah, it kept saying pork. I
I
thought I
heard
heard it.
yeah.
it.
Peyton, do you like being here? Do you like being here, Peyton? Good. I heard good.
They say fine.
Peyton, what do you think about Ringo? What do you think about Ringo? Big. What else? Fine. Peyton, is there anything specific that you would like to say? It's been a while. Peyton, are there any other spirits in this home besides you and the other vessels? Oh, yeah, Aaron. I've had Peyton for 4 years. She was my first spirited doll. And I don't know if I've told all of you this. I know some of you have heard it. So Peyton was my very first spirited doll. I got her shortly after my dad passed away while I was healing from my hysterectomy. That's when I got into all of this. And the first night that I had Peyton, so anybody that knows anything about spirited dolls is you, when you're getting ready to communicate with them, or if you're first bringing them into your home, you want to present them with some type of offering, some type of gift. You just, want to thank them for being here, let them know that it's safe, because whether people believe it or not, spirits still feel certain things. They feel discomfort, they feel fear, they feel anxiety and nervousness and all of those things. You have to give them time to settle in. You give them gifts, offerings. You light candles, the whole kit and caboodle. And what Peyton likes is she likes these little mini, like plastic toys and little mini plushies. And she had a whole little setup, this really cute little charm bracelet that came with her, all of her stuff. So I had her set up in this little box type thing. It didn't have no lid on it, but it was like a collapsible box. And she was in there with all of her stuff in my living room on the entertainment center, the top of it. I went to bed that night and I lay down in my bed and was trying to unwind. And all of a sudden, my door creaked open just a little bit. And next thing you know, I felt this really warm, tingly sensation from head to toe. I had never felt this before in my life. When I tell you it was warm, my whole body just felt so fuzzy. I mean, it didn't feel bad. It was actually very relaxing. But it's like my whole body went limp. I was very, very warm, fuzzy, and tingly all over. But it scared me because I had never felt that before. I literally was so scared. I jumped out of my bed and I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" I didn't know what was going on. Crazy thing is, the next night, my husband felt the same thing. He didn't know that I had felt it. He came home from work that day and he said, "I felt weird when I went to bed last night." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I laid down, I got under the covers, and next thing you know, I just was all tingly and warm all over my body." He said, "I mean, every inch of my body." He said, "It lasted a few minutes and then it went away." He said, "I didn't know what it was, but it was weird. I'd never felt it before." I said, "That's crazy because I just felt it last night." And it never happened until we brought Carrie into the house. I mean, not Carrie, Peyton. So, I don't know.
Raggedy, did you get my message?
I can't check it because I'm on my phone.
Like the old,
Is it a text? I haven't got a text.
No, I sent it to your messenger. I thought it would flash across the top.
No, nothing has come
I
through.
responded to you, Green Eyes.
Is
Okay.
it TikTok, Facebook?
It's nothing important.
Oh, okay. Let me turn this back on. Peyton, what is your favorite thing to do when you were alive? When you were here on Earth? Did you like cheerleading? I heard I did. Somebody's trying to say something. There's someone that keeps trying to come through and like say whole sentences almost. It sounds like. Peyton, what do you think about TikTok? I know you see me on it all the time. What do you think about TikTok? I heard cool, but I'm gonna see if she says. Terry, are you ready to communicate now? Hey, I heard hey. I heard he's coming. Shut up.
That's what I heard.
Somebody said Stewie again.
Stewie again.
Listen here. Listen.
How are you not hearing it? They're saying it
I
plain
I don't
today.
want to have to call it a night, you know.
I heard it too.
Well,
I
see,
didn't hear it the first time, but I heard it then.
I'm going to see who this is trying to come through.
thank God I'm distracted doing something different real quick and stop it.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Stewie.
What the crap?
Who is this that's trying
That's
to
so
come
funny.
through?
So
Can
who
you
the
tell
hell
me?
wants to talk to me so bad?
Can you tell me your name?
Did he
Who's
say Ed?
no? Is there someone here that would like to speak to Stewie?
Oh God.
I heard an Emily or something like that.
That's funny.
Said no. They said, "Is there? Who is this? What's your name?
Oh God.
Doug? Dad?
Oh
Do you know someone named Doug?
no.
Do you know Stewie? Or are you? Mama Gang Gang, I've been doing this for 4 years. I respect your opinion. However, I am fully aware of how to protect myself and how to set boundaries. They said leave her alone.
Huh.
He was there for 3 weeks and then
Someone want to tell me their name? Someone there that will share their name? They said me. Did y'all hear that? What's your name? Adam. Did y'all hear that? They said Adam.
I heard that.
That was pretty clear. Okay. Hi, Adam. How old? Hi, Adam. How are you?
Good night, Aaron.
Good night, Aaron. They said night.
Good night, Aaron.
Somebody said blessed. I've heard blessed twice. Adam, are you there? Hi.
I heard hi.
That was a creepy high.
Adam, how old are you? I heard pray. kid, boy. Can you tell me a number for your age? 8. 8. Did you say 8? What?
What?
So he's moving up 2 weeks process to moving up 2 weeks process to
Adam, do you mind if Absolutely, Christina. Adam, do you mind if I ask how you passed away? Adam, did somebody harm you or were you sick? I heard water. But then I heard something that sounded like sniper or I don't even know. Did you say water?
Say keep it down.
I heard a few things. It sounded like I heard somebody say drowning. It sounded like I heard somebody say keep it down. And then it sounded like somebody said blood. Blood.
I thought I heard.
How many spirits are here? I don't like it. I heard 24. And then I heard C. Blue. Can somebody help me?
I'm listening. I got my earphones on.
Well, somebody said, can somebody help me? And then when I repeated them, they said, can you? Who is that? Who needs help? Who's asking for help? What's your name? I heard Lewis. Thank you, Shelly. I just heard Holly, and then I just heard in the water. I think that's Adam that keeps talking. Whoever the Adam is that keeps talking about water. Adam, did you pass away near water?
Thank you, Shelly.
Holy crap, Shelly, what is that?
What? That is
That is
so
the
cute.
coolest thing I have ever seen. Thank you, Shell Shock. I love you.
That was cute.
Adam, did you drown? I'm looking at something.
That's what I heard.
What are you looking at? Dog.
That you said poems, but maybe dog.
Taylor wants to see if we can talk to the person that said Lewis. Lewis? Is there someone here named Lewis? Oh, I can't hear it. Is there someone here named Lewis? What does he... Somebody is saying whole sentences. Somebody just said shit. Y'all tell me y'all heard that. Lewis, can you hear us? Hello. Hi, Lewis. Sorry. Why are you sorry? It's a lot of really clear stuff coming out from this app tonight. And I'll be honest, I don't typically hear full sentences, but I have heard multiple times, and it's very faint, but somebody is saying multiple sentences. I mean, not multiple
Yeah,
sentences.
complete sentences. I can hear them.
Nobody specific, Shell Shock. I am going to do Lizzie Borden and John Benet Ramsey this week, but I didn't do it tonight like I planned because it was so late and so many people couldn't join. I'm going to put Peyton and Carrie back, and I'm going to grab... I heard somebody say give a talk. I'm not lying. Somebody just said give a talk. Somebody said youch. Somebody just said one Mississippi. I'm going to let it sit a minute. I'm going to put the Peyton and Carrie up. I'm going to go pee and leave this running for y'all, and then I'm going to grab another dog. Y'all can try to ask stuff. I'm sure that it can hear you. Y'all are right up on my iPad. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. Y'all can just listen.
How are you feeling, Stewie?
I don't know.
You okay over there in the corner?
I mean, or if you,
Stewie.
I mean, it's just a weird place for it to even, I didn't even know what.
Did somebody say shut up?
It did sound like shut up. That did sound like Stewie. I just heard Raggedy.
Hey, I'm back. I'm back. Is that what they said?
Get down.
I'm back. Like that?
Stop, Ringo. So I brought out another one of my dolls that I've had for 4 years. Peyton, Carrie, and this doll, which is Hillary, all came from the same paranormal investigator. I'm going to show y'all Hillary, and I'm going to tell y'all a little background about something that happened when I got Hillary. So most of y'all have seen I have a lot of dolls, a lot of them. And when I got Hillary, I all of a sudden had this very, very strong urge to buy her clothes, but very specifically pajamas and pretty dresses. Like I've never had that feeling with any of these dolls that I have ever, but it was an incredibly strong urge. I had to get her pajamas. I had to get her dresses. And I'm telling you, I think she manipulated me a little bit, to be honest.
Getting manipulated by dolls.
Oh,
She wanted pretty
her.
things.
Yeah, now
Oh,
Look
that's
at that.
hilarious.
The filter is on her. I'm dead. Somebody screenshot that for me.
Got it.
Me too.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There's So this is Hillary.
She's a girly girl.
Oh, absolutely she is. Let me turn my filter back on now. And then turn my camera off.
Go down that way and then
Taylor Made, are you still in here? What's the message for Stewie, Taylor?
Don't stress out over it, right? I
What?
mean, you're really
Stewie, don't bring me into this.
What happened?
She's like, I heard my name. What's happening now?
I mean, there's going to be.
I was trying to check on you earlier, Stewie, but you were muted. You were gone somewhere.
Oh, I was watching a video.
Out. I mean, people work and you know what I mean. Like,
Hi, Hillary. Are you there? I heard yes, and I am.
I thought I heard I'm back.
How are you, Hillary? Don't make it hurt when I say Hillary. Hillary, how are you? Hillary, do you want to communicate with us tonight? I heard why. Hillary, are you there? That's the second time.
No.
Well, I hear stop, and that's the second time that I've said something to her and I've heard stop. Hillary, do you not want to communicate on live? She said, do you have to? Y'all can't tell me y'all didn't hear that. It said, do you have to? And then I just heard, I'm scared. Do you not like the live, Hillary? Do you not like the live? Quit it.
I heard quit it also.
Hillary, would you like me to put you back over there with the others? Now. Could you? Yes.
Could you?
I'd love to. Y'all tell me y'all didn't hear that. That was plain as day. I'd love to. Was that a yes, Hillary? You want to go back over there with the others? I heard yep. I agree, Riley Roo, because I mean, to be honest, I've never done anything with my dolls on a live stream before, and I'm very hesitant about it because I have seen other people who do this, and some of their dolls just they don't want to do it on live. They just don't, and they won't. If they don't want to, they're not going to. So I don't know. I think it's something that will have to be introduced very slowly. I heard right. I would really like to do Iris on a live, but I heard Sin.
I just heard do it.
I would try. She's big, so I will. It's gonna take me a second to get her because all the other ones are laying. ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this. Last time I did anything with her, my husband's vision blurred out so bad he could not see.
What is? Oh, that's the one from Green Eyes, the one that you were telling us about.
The Robert doll.
Yeah.
I will show her to y'all.
You can put that thing back.
She's
Got it
big.
for Carlos. It creeps him out.
This is
Hey,
gonna
Robin.
be hard. Oh, let me turn off the filter. I can't. Somebody has to grab a screenshot of that one too.
I got.
Why does it look
Got it.
good? Never mind. Shush.
There's Iris. I want you guys
Oh,
to
she's
really
pretty.
look at her eyes.
Green
Mhm.
eyes,
Yeah,
that one
she's
you
pretty.
got is freaky.
That's Robert the doll.
No, 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 no,
There's
no.
a
That,
lot of documentaries on him.
She's huge, y'all. She is literally 2 foot tall. She's huge.
I had a porcelain doll like that when I was a child that looked identical to that.
They're
That
Cracker
is
Barrel
freaky.
dolls.
That is
They're a
Oh, is
Cracker
that
freaky.
Barrel.
where it's from? Yeah, I
Yeah,
had one like that too.
I
she
used
was
to collect
from the
porcelain
Donna.
dolls.
Yeah,
My
I mean
mom's stuck with it.
they are porcelain dolls, but this was a Cracker Barrel collection. Her name was Donna in the collection. Her name was Donna in the collection.
That's just creepy.
yep.
My
Her
mom
eyes.
stuck me with like 9 of them.
Her eyes scare me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've told some of you when I got her in, I paid
Hi,
a pretty
TikTok
penny for her.
villain.
And when I got her in and I opened her box, I literally was hit so hard by her energy that it I stumbled backwards and it scared me. I closed her box and put something on top of it and did not open it again until other people were home because I was by myself. This is the doll that my husband swears. So I came home one day and she used to be, I'm going to turn that off a sec. She used to be in our room standing up on her stand right next to our TV, facing our bed. I come home one day and she was backwards. And I said, "Why is she backwards?" He said, "I'm telling you, one, she stares at me." He said, "And I'm not talking about doll eyes. I'm saying she stares at me." He said, "But I'm telling you, two, she moved." And when I bought her, that was the story. She used to belong to a little girl, a family in the little girl's room. And the little girl kept crying, saying she was moving. The parents didn't believe her. So the parents brought her in their room and they swear she moved. So the investigator went to their home and did not believe it until he got her to his home and then he witnessed her move. Now, I have never
Oh,
seen her.
no, 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 no.
Now, after he turned her backwards, I come home again another day and he literally had her laying down in our bathroom, face down. When I tell y'all, this man was terrified and he swears she moves. He swears she moves. And he don't just make up stuff like that. Like he had legit fear in his eyes. He was freaked out. So we'll see. I don't know if she'll say anything. I don't know. I've never really had much luck with her and necrophonic, but it's something. That's all I know. Her energy, you touch her and you feel it, and it's very strong. And it does scare me a little. I'm not going to lie.
I
Yeah,
keep a
she would.
camera on her all the time.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't even be in my house. She'd be buried somewhere.
Iris. Iris, can you hear me? I heard sure. Iris, you want to chat a little bit? Do you want to communicate with me? I heard no. You don't want to communicate?
Is that like a no?
Yeah.
Did I just hear dude?
Well, it's not a dude, it's just a sound, but it does sound like a dude. It's all just
No,
sound.
did it sound like it said the word dude?
Oh no, I didn't hear that. It might
I
have.
was about. I've heard dude a couple of times. Green eyes. I'm with you.
That's so funny because my son walks around all the time and my daughter saying, "Dude." I heard hug me.
I heard that too.
Iris, are you asking me to hug you?
Oh no.
Are you asking? Are you asking for a hug?
Did anybody hear green eyes right now? Am I the only one that heard that?
I didn't hear it.
I was running water.
Iris, can you say hi?
I
Yeah. How have you been, Iris? Good.
good.
I just heard somebody say fuck.
I heard good twice.
Iris, do you like our new house? Do you like the new house, Iris?
I heard do it again.
Good. Iris, how old are you? I heard she's scared. Iris, when you passed away, was there something wrong with your eyes? Your eyes, your vision? I heard. Was there something wrong with your eyes or your vision? I heard her answer a while ago with something, but I don't know for sure if that's what it was. So I'm hoping that if it was her, she will say it again. Iris, if you already answered this, I apologize. But when you passed away, was there anything going on with your eyes, your vision, your eyesight? I just heard it again. I want to see if you guys hear it. Will you say that again, Iris? What was wrong with your eyes?
Heard that clear as day.
What?
Fuck.
Iris, were you blind when you were growing up? Nah.
Nah.
Were you blind as an adult?
Yeah.
Did something happen to your eyes while you were passing away? I heard maybe. I heard maybe. How did you pass away, Iris? You've never told me. I don't know. So, the only thing that I know about this doll, from what the paranormal investigator told me, because he didn't really work with her, but he said every time he would communicate with her, she would say the number 11. It was 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. But he doesn't know what 11 ties into. If it was her age, what it was. Iris, are you 11 years old? Were you 11 when you passed? I heard somebody say, I'm telling you.
That's what I heard.
Say it. I heard shit. That's what I heard too, Riley Roo. I'm telling you. What are you telling me? I heard hurry up. Were you
Why did it
11?
have to be such a? Sorry.
No,
Why did it have to be such a creepy hurry up?
Can you say 11, Iris? I will ask her, Riley. Iris, when you passed away, were your eyes donated to someone? Dude.
I heard that.
Another dude.
Doctors, yeah. I heard shit again. Iris, is that you cussing constantly? No. The eyes. I know I heard that.
The eyes.
That was a yikes.
No, she said the eyes.
The eyes.
Oh, was it? I thought it was yikes.
No, she said the eyes. It was clear. That was wild. I heard shit again. Are you saying shit? Why do you keep saying shit? Iris, is there anything that you'd like to tell us? I heard, like I said. What about the eyes, Iris? You said the eyes. What about the eyes? Miracle. I need help. Somebody said I need help.
I heard that.
Is the person in the comments saying like what they? Okay, somebody took
Okay,
the
yeah, I wasn't sure about that.
Okay, it's come up again. So I'm like, is that what are they trying to say? What they think they're hearing, or are they saying that's what
No,
they
I think
are?
it's a bot.
Okay.
Iris, what was your favorite color? I heard blue. You say blue? I heard yep. Iris, what do you think about Ringo? Dog? Did y'all hear that?
I heard it.
Do you like Ringo?
Wait, is it just me or did I hear Riley Roo?
Oh,
I did not hear
Did
that.
you
it's
hear
not just
that?
me then.
Oh no.
Did somebody else hear it?
No.
I've always wondered if
It sounded like at that time.
people will say that their dolls can see the chat. So I've always wondered if they really could. I guess maybe they can.
Sorry, Riley.
Sorry, Riley.
I have my earphones in, so that's why.
Me
Like
too.
it's super loud in my ears.
Iris, can you feed the live chat on TikTok?
Yes.
Yes. Dude, is that you that keeps saying dude? It
No.
is. I just heard for real. I don't think she ever was an adult. That's my thing. I think when Iris passed away, she was very young, very young. Just by the things that she says. I don't want to say immature, but it's just not adult personality vibes to me. But I don't know. Iris, how old were you when you passed away? Will you tell me? Were you very young? Were you in school? Yep. School. What grade were you in? I just heard grade 5. Clear as day. Very faint, but clear. Grade 5. Did you say grade 5, Iris? You were in the 5th grade? Did you like school? I just heard Stewie again.
Listen.
What was your favorite school subject, Iris? I thought I heard Spanish. I heard history. Well, my son's in 4th grade and he'll be 11 in September. So, yeah, when he's in 5th grade. Holy shit, you're right, Riley Roo. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Riley Roo said 5th grade would be 11 years. And remember, when I got her, he said the only thing he could ever get out of her was the word 11, 11, 11. That's I'm glad you caught that, Riley Roo. Iris, were you 11 years old? Yes.
I heard that.
I heard
Clear
what?
as day.
What was your favorite school subject? Did you like school? Did you make good grades? I just heard school.
Yep.
Thank you for the gift. Did you make good grades? Yep. Do you like music, Iris? Love it. What type of music do you like?
I was about to say
Thank you,
maybe
Give a Talk.
we'll be able to know what like kind of year they're from, like time of what time they're from, if they tell you what type of music.
Iris, what type of music did you like? I heard fun. What was your favorite type of music to listen to? I heard reggae. And then I heard yes. Did you say reggae? Yes, I
Yes,
did.
yes, I heard it.
I heard yes that time.
Yeah. I said, did you say reggae? She said, yes, I did. Thank you for talking to us, Iris.
So what, like 50s or 60s maybe?
I don't know. Iris, do you know what the year was when you passed away? Do you know what year it was when you passed away? Oh shit, I gotta put my phone on the charger. I hope it doesn't hang up on me. I heard hold up.
Run.
I did run.
It said run.
Iris, was it the 1960s, 1970s? I thought I heard 80. I heard 8.
Yeah.
I heard
I
8, yeah.
heard I heard 8.
Did you pass away in the 1980s? I heard 3rd. I didn't hear 1948. Did you say 1948 or 1980? I heard quit. I heard 8 again. Please.
Yeah, I'm about to drop and go to sleep before I fall asleep in this box.
Don't you be falling asleep in the box. Okay,
Because
sweetie.
it's
I probably
coming.
won't be on much. I heard box. I probably won't be on much longer.
Thanks to
All right, good
Good
night,
night.
y'all.
Good night,
Good night,
sweetie.
Stewie. Love you.
Love you, good night.
You. Iris, say a cuss word.
I
I heard New Jersey.
heard
I
big.
think you I think you gave Stewie nightmares. Poor Stewie.
You want to say a cuss word, Iris? I heard no. Well, I'm pretty sure it's you that's been saying shit all night. I heard tuh.
did hear that.
Iris, did you get very sick? Is that why you passed away? Were you sick?
Bitch, shut up. Do you hear it?
I heard shut up, just staying clear.
I heard stop fighting. Iris, are you done communicating? Are you done communicating? I heard I can't. Do you want to keep talking? I heard embarrassing. I heard Shelly. I heard that's what you get. Do you want to go back over there with the others? I heard a lot. I heard somebody say hi. Iris, would you like to keep talking or are you done? Oh, I don't know why it stopped. There it goes. I heard yes. Then I heard sad.
What's that again?
Doll.
I heard doll.
I heard bye. Are you wanting to go back over with the other dolls?
I thought I heard the F word.
Probably. A couple of cuss words. Did you say fuck? I heard slay. I heard me too.
I heard me too also. There it is again.
I'm gonna put you back over there with the other dolls. Okay, Iris, can you say goodbye? I heard who cares. Can you say goodbye, Iris? I heard in 5 minutes. Iris, before I put you back, can you tell me what your favorite food was? I just heard somebody say, I don't give a fuck. Good night, give a talk.
Good night, give it talk.
I heard good night. Somebody said good night again. Iris, what was your favorite food? I heard bread.
What the heck?
What? Oh, that's what you heard?
Yeah, what the heck?
Somebody said, I'm very sorry. Iris,
Help me with it. Help me with it.
I heard somebody say, shut up. All right, Iris, I'm going to put you back, okay? Bye-bye. Like, I want to put her back, but at the same time, I don't. I, I don't want to put her back. Do you want to go back? Okay, I heard yes. All right, I'm gonna put her back and then I'll turn it back on. I want to do a session with this one doll that I have. She's also 2 foot tall, but she's made in a seating position. I got Iris and that doll, Sabrina, from the same paranormal investigator. So I've only bought from 2 people. All my dolls, except for Iris and Sabrina, came from one person, and then Iris and Sabrina came from another person. There's this guy called Phantoms Follows on YouTube, and he is a paranormal investigator that has a whole room of haunted items. And, he brings in new haunted items, he investigates them, he confirms if they're positive, if they're negative. He'll tell you if they're demonic entities. He posts videos of some of his investigations, but he only goes to a very basic level. Name, if they're positive, he sees how active they are using different tools and resources, and then he puts them up for sale. He has some that he will never get rid of, but a lot of them he gets rid of. But he's got some really cool videos. You guys should check him out. His name's
Have you
Phantom Follow.
have you seen that one late girl? Her name's Amy. Is it Belitz? How do you say her last? She does like sessions. Says she's a medium
Uh-uh.
on TikTok.
Never seen her.
She she actually not just recently she had Gabby Petito's mom and stepmom, and she did a reading with them. I'll
I
have to I'll like share her a video of hers or something with you so you can see.
Yeah, definitely do that. I've only heard on here, so I've heard of Statia's Weird, which Stacia used to have a whole haunted doll room, and it was literally full with hundreds of haunted dolls. And her spirit box sessions with her dolls were fucking phenomenal. And then her and her husband started going through a really nasty divorce, and he kept all the dolls. She had this one doll. What was that doll's name? I don't remember, but this doll was obsessed with lemons. Like, obsessed with lemons. It was actually a demon, that doll was. It was not a spirit. But Katie was her name. Katie, the demonic doll. I've watched Stacia, and then I've watched this girl. Her name is Amber, but she goes by Sue's Horror Show. So that's actually who introduced me to Phantoms Follow. But I had a doll one time that literally called herself a demon. Like, she would say demon, 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 and she was weird. So this doll, I had a K2 meter and a flashlight and cat light balls, and she would light everything up repetitively all at once. Like, she would be rolling. And as soon
Mm-mm,
as
that freaked me out. Mm-mm.
my husband would walk in the room, it would stop, and she wouldn't do it until he was gone. And one night we were laying in the bed, the night I brought her here because I sourced her out from an antique store. We were laying in the bed, and when I tell you, he was tossing and turning like he was having a nightmare. He was kicking, and I was scared that she was doing something to him. So I literally grabbed that doll. I took her outside. I put her in my trunk, and I locked my trunk, and I shipped her off to the Sue's Horror Show chick. When she got her, she started investigating her and found out her name was Lisa. She was a self-proclaimed demon, except for she says she doesn't think she's really a demon. She thinks that the doll says that to try to scare you. But this doll has literally knocked over a ring light right on top of her head. She had to put her in a glass case for a very long time because crazy shit would not stop happening. When I tell you, that is the one and only doll outside of when I first got Iris that has scared the shit out of me. I would not have her in my house.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Nope. See, I think honestly, while I think a part of it, she just was a narcissist kind of person. But when we were, earlier we are talking about the Ruby Frankie case, but that woman, the Jody Hildebrandt, you know, documentary, like when they did a special or whatever. But she started talking about like they were spirits or and bothering her, and that's why she moved in with Ruby Frankie and her husband. And like when he describes, and it shows that like them trying to like cast it out. I honestly think that a that something evil did take over her because it was weird. She was the way she was acting. So
It happens, Jenny Shane. It does, especially if people don't know what they're dealing with or how to handle it.
because there are some things about it that they talk about like that can't really. It's not explained away by her pretending. So,
I am missing a doll. What?
oh Lord.
What?
And that's where I'm going to exit. You go to
Maybe it's bedtime.
What the fuck? Oh, there she is. Damn. That scared me.
Just kidding.
She's a little bitty doll. She's another miniature, and I could not find her for nothing. But Iris was sitting on her. Uh-oh, Peyton's leg just fell off.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna have to glue it back.
Hey,
No,
probably 5 years ago, some of this stuff, like when we talk about this kind of stuff, or like with the things that go, I would have been said that's ridiculous. But I'm telling you, after all this kind of stuff, I I don't put any like I don't play it off, and like I believe about anything. Like I think that's why they don't want anybody going over there with it. In order, I really do think that the government hides. Like I think aliens have been here for a while. But I think a lot of
Yep.
it has to do with the spiritual side. I think that I think that's why some of them are so scared, like Tucker Carlson, because he said it's something he witnessed or experienced, and he won't even tell his wife about. And he said it had something to do with like the spiritual aspects, the things he saw.
I saw
So
that interview. That was
yeah,
crazy.
it was.
He was
So
legitimately scared.
yeah. So like I said, a couple of years ago, I'd have been like, oh, it's ridiculous. Now, about any of it, I believe.
same. Amber, is that Ghosties person a friend of yours? Holy Ghosties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I followed them back.
She's a gamer streamer I watch, and she likes horror stuff, so I invited her to come up.
Okay, that's cool. All right, y'all. I'm probably going to get off of here, close out this session, run some more incense in my house. I might go snap and then go to bed. You have to. You have to start with incense or sage and then end with incense or sage. I make sure that I cleanse out any unwanted energy.
Okie
Gotta be
dokies.
careful. I had fun. I appreciate
I
you
did
guys
too.
being
Thank
on
you
the
for
phone.
doing this.
Yeah,
That was fun.
absolutely. All right, y'all. I will.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, but we'll do John Bonet and Lizzie Borden this week for sure. You guys have a good
Okay.
night.
Yeah,
You
that was
Have a good
too.
fun,
night.
Raggedy.
Bye, everybody. Thank you guys for
Bye.
Love
being
you
on.
Bye.
all.
Love
Bye.
you guys. Bye.